Camping in the FD Cruiser is a pain in the butt because you've got this stupid hump here and you've got this giant gap here. And it's just about 6 feet if you have that gap filled. So today, I'm gonna be making a nice camping overland setup to help alleviate these issues in the back. Okay, for this project, all I've got is a piece of plywood right here. We got some 2x4s and some carpet from Home Depot. And we've got some drills and a drill socket set. So the first part, I'm going to be building a platform in the rear here. This is partly for storage, but also to just level out that gap you have with the seats. So this is just a 2x4, and it's just about slightly taller than the seat laid down. So that should be perfect, because once we put some plywood over top, we should be able to have a pretty even platform to sleep on. And I'm thinking that we'll have some extra storage underneath as well. Okay, so we cut the two first pieces here. We've got this back piece, which was I think about 42 inches long, and we've got this side piece. I cut it a little long just in case. The door actually doesn't shut till right here, but I'm just trying to figure out where's the happy medium to build this out to, so I just cut it there for now. And then I checked just to make sure we're good here, and it's pretty level. The thing is, once you sit on those seats, they squish. So it's gonna squish slightly, and that's gonna be a perfectly level surface. So the 2x4 is a perfect thing to put right in there. So, okay, the first phase is now assembled. We made a couple changes here. First thing, we need to be able to access this. So I added a little gap on the side here that allows you to also put stuff in here. You can still access this. And the main thing was not that, because you won't be using that often, is I wanted this power port to be accessible with a gracious amount of room as well. So I just moved it because we have these tie downs right here. We can just tie it down into the sides here. And you've got room to put stuff, and you've got access to the power. So that's what my thinking was. Okay, now we are onto the plywood. We've got that in the car. We got to cut this. This is a 42-inch wide trunk. So we're cutting this, and this from here to here is about 42 inches. It's really about 42 and a half, and this is like 42 and a fourth. That's perfect because I found this in a dumpster cut at 42 and a fourth, so it's just a 1/4 inch smaller, which is fine by me because it's fine to have a little bit of leeway. And if it doesn't work, I'll go buy wood since I got it for free. So. Alright guys, welcome to day 2. Today we're starting off with the top plank here. We cut this at right about 34 inches, and that is for the length. I'm going a little bit big, just in case, but time to get to cutting. Alright, so here it is in the back here. Got a pretty good fit. But I put these 2x4s slightly in so that we can still access that power port right there. So right in the middle we have plenty of room for storage. We can put a table underneath. And then on this side we've got more room. But what I'm thinking is it might be helpful to put a hinge on this side and this side so we can fold up. I can access the power still, so maybe this side's okay, but this side, if something did happen, and I need to get in here. There's no way to get in there, so that's something I'm gonna have to think about right now. Now we're cutting the piece that's gonna go up where my head would be. I'm cutting this a little bigger. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I need to see it in the car to figure it out. So we're cutting it to the exact size we have, and I can always cut off more just in case. So I'm cutting this to 42.5, which is just a little generous here. So okay, here is the update. So we slightly cut this so it's a little not as snug because we'll have to have some room for the carpet. On the back, let me come around. So here's the front of it. This is the second piece, and how this is staying on is I attached a 2x2 right to the 2x4. I can show, okay, yeah. So there's the 2x4 framing we made. That's gonna be attached to that, and this 2x2 is allowing this to rest on top. And then we have this gap right here, and we're making a plate. That's the plate, and we're gonna have some little legs right there, and it's going to hold that space open, so when we need to drive, I can just take that piece off and put it elsewhere, and the seat can still go fully back with this piece still where it is. So that'll be easy for camping. So stage one is basically complete. I'm going to show you guys the front here. So here is the spacer I was talking about. So we got two legs, I think they're about a foot tall. And we put its tiny, they're two plywood chunks sandwiched together right there. And it's just resting on that center console. So the cool thing is, a bunch of extra space I can use. I can put things under there when I'm camping. And it matches perfect. And it fills that gap perfectly. And it's not the most structural thing. I can see it bowing in the middle when I press on it, but your head's gonna be up there. The main part of your weight's gonna be resting on the seat here, and some of it down there. So honestly, this is pretty freaking good. And once we wrap this in carpet, it'll look nice, and screw everything in, it'll be good. Okay, the next part is you gotta carpet everything, because especially for me, I used OSB for this, and it is splinter heaven over here. And this carpet is just gonna cover it up, and it'll be grippier, softer, and just nicer to look at too, because this does not look good in the back. It looks really crappy. So we're gonna get the carpet here. We're gonna leave a little bit extra on the side so it folds over, and then a staple gun and staple it down. Okay, so we just carpeted the little, I'm gonna call it like a little bench. I think I'm gonna make it multi-purpose. I was gonna put some legs right here so I can use it as a little mini table as well, so it's two uses. But when it's like this, got some wobble in here. So we were gonna put this right here to add some structural integrity into those legs, because they're a little bit weak. Alright, we just finished the carpeting, and we just put it all together for like a mock-up. And I moved the left one over slightly because the table wouldn't fit, but now we got a table perfectly under, and that acts as support because it bows without it, so that doesn't move at all. We've still got access to the power right in here, so that's easy. We can just put an extension cord, and then coming around the side, we've got the middle piece here, which is perfectly aligned with this headpiece. I measured pretty good. And this headpiece, I put a little stabilizer bar on the legs because it was a little flimsy. And we've obviously got the little spacer, and it's a pretty nice bed. Okay, so here's the back loaded up with some gear. So we've got all the cooking stuff. We've got airing up and airing down stuff with jumper cables and a ratchet set, and then a bunch of other bins with this bin over here, We've got room on top of the subwoofer. We can put some stuff on the right side there. We can still stack these much higher. And then we got room underneath here for a table that fits perfectly. And then right here, right under the head, we can put another bin of whatever we'd like, with plenty of room to cram stuff in there and under there. And we've got room underneath right there, and room in the passenger seat and in the footwell, so, and in the doors. So I'm pretty happy with how this is going. So I think the carpet turned out really nice, and I think this will be good for my upcoming trip in June.